And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to F-Zero Maximum Velocity, which is the very first handheld game on the F-Zero series on the Game Boy Advance, and surprisingly not the only one. It actually has two more later on, so that's pretty surprising. But yeah, this one is the very first one. And it was released, I think, even in the same year, 2001, as Super Circuit, Mario Kart Super Circuit. So that's pretty cool. This one actually lets you input your name as well. That's pretty cool. I gotta say, I really like the main menu song. Also, how is it going, Draenoth? Why do you have a cake? Our place? Oh, okay. That's why. Alright, so apparently you have options and you can select the amount of lives and obviously the controllers, and somehow if you want to turn the music off, I don't know why you would want to do that, but you know. And apparently the default is the maximum amount of ships, so I'm not gonna tweak that. Alright, well, since this is a Game Boy Advance, you also have the options to play with Link to other Game Boy Advances, the regular training, and obviously Grand Prix. So, for some reason, this game doesn't really have any of the previous cars. They have 4 brand new cars, so I'm assuming they are equivalent to some of the ones before. So let's see the stats. I'm assuming by pickup graph it means the acceleration. This one apparently has the best acceleration, but doesn't seem to have a very good maximum speed, maybe. Well, this one doesn't seem to have bad acceleration either. Turn performance and balance. I'm not sure which one to pick. I mean, if this was the Blue Falcon, I would pick this, but it's not the Blue Falcon. Well, let me pick this one. We can just do it one by one. A free badge? I see. So you have Pawn, Knight, and Bishop. They completely scrapped the King and the Queen for some reason. And obviously the difficulty, which I'm going to standard, obviously. We don't want to try hard that much. Oh, and the first city is Bianca City. This is a total reimagination of F-Zero. At least it feels that way. You gotta be careful not to overheat like that. Something that I'm not very sure of is if the mini-map on the bottom left is supposed to blink like that or not. I'm not sure because I think on lower resolutions it doesn't blink that hard. But yeah, apparently in full screen it does, so I'm not sure what's the intended way to have it, but that's okay. Been trying to wrap your head around GitHub, and that shit is harder than you thought. GitHub is not the issue in itself. The problem is Git. Which are different things, believe it or not. Git is the actual, you know, the version control system that you need to understand. It's not very easy to understand as a beginner, and more importantly, it's something that you won't see any use of. That's the issue with Git. It's something that it's hard to get into simply because it's hard to see how useful it is. Unless you work on a big scale application with a lot of people collaborating at the same time, Git is really something that you won't see how useful it is. So unfortunately I don't really have any advice, because when I was just starting with alright, that was close, sorry, I got sidetracked, literally. was about to say, when I started and I look at Git, when they teach me Git, well, I don't remember if they told me Git at university or not. I actually don't remember when was the first time that I got Git. I think it was at university. But the point is that Git, unless you see it in action, it's a little bit hard to understand. It's when you actually work in a big scale project that you not only understand its purpose, but you also can just, you know, understand a lot better how to use it. Second place. I don't know about this car, it seems that it slides way too much. I don't know if that's intended or not. But yeah, seems like this game is very similar to the Super Nintendo. Like to the first F-Zero. And I think that you're not supposed to start by holding the button at the beginning of the race. You're supposed to do it more safely than that. Hey Blue, how is it going? And that was a bad corner. Yeah, no problem. Do as you must. Yeah, I have a feeling that... I don't know if it's the car itself or if it is the way the game works, but it's very hard to steer properly. In long corners is the issue, like you slide out immediately. Maybe I could try another one that has better grip or whatever. But yeah, it feels very uncomfortable to use this one. And keep in mind that, considering that it seems pretty similar to the Super Nintendo one, in Super Nintendo there were a lot of machines that were extremely different in terms of driving. When it came to handling. Maybe I could try another one, though for now it seems that this game might not care too much about your final position as long as it is a passing grade, right? So getting first place doesn't seem necessary, unlike the Nintendo 64 game, but yeah, at the same time the handling seems a lot harder. Handling is definitely not a show. Yeah, I'm about to die. Wait, it seems that when you're low on power... Oh, that's interesting. So when you're low on power, your machine doesn't work properly. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I see how it is. Damn, that's rough. That's very punishing. If you're about to go down, the game doesn't give you any chance of recovering, basically. Right, so the start seems to be relatively simple, but the real issue are the corners. Especially long ones like that, that's the issue. Every other corner seems to be relatively simple. But yeah, the long ones are very, very hard. It's like you cannot really steer normally. Your steering is more like leaning. You are leaning to the direction you are supposedly steering, but you're not really fully steering. So it seems that using a turbo to correct mistakes is not a good idea. Unlike the Super Nintendo game, it seems that here it just doesn't work very well. It's like I'm skating on ice, you know? Really feels like I'm skating on ice. Though, at the same time, this game has a demo playing when you are at the main screen, and something that the guy in the demo did, yeah, that, okay. So instead of using brake, it seems that brake is very useless. It's letting the accelerator go. Okay. So that's how it is. That's how you do it. Well, good to know, I guess. Then they basically made braking useless. I wonder if in the Super Nintendo game it was also like this. Because I didn't try it, for what I remember, but then this changes everything. Look at how different. Like I'm right next to the second place, and I wouldn't discard getting next to the first place either. This is insane. Oh, there are some random mines that appear out of nowhere. Pretty cool. Well, at least here, it might be a little bit bullshit that this is the way the handling works, but at least the game has that demo that shows you. You know, you have to wait long enough in the main menu and it will show up, even with the inputs. It tells you the inputs on the screen to see exactly what the demo is doing. That's very useful. I wish more games had something like that. Just like that, damn. It really changes so much. I could probably win everything now. Well, I probably shouldn't get ahead of myself. I'm getting too cocky. But this really is it's such a difference. It's just insane how much this changes. Like, the brake is completely useless. I think that's the one flaw that can probably confuse beginners. The brake has no purpose. Why will you brake when you steer faster by letting the accelerator go? It just doesn't make any sense, right? But yeah, this is absolutely free now. Though what doesn't seem to be free is getting first place. It's not like I should worry about that now. Also keep in mind that this is a standard class, which means that there are most likely 2 more difficulties, assuming there is an unlockable master difficulty after expert. So yeah, this doesn't really mean anything. And like, it actually feels so smooth to drive. It makes me want to try the Super Nintendo game again to see if you were supposed to use this strategy. The difference though is that in the Super Nintendo game the brake actually worked very well. Like, it didn't make your car skate like you're on ice. So maybe it's not the same as in Super Nintendo. Though I also think that F-Zero Edge, which is the Nintendo 64 one, that one I think you can also... Wait, what? What's that sound? Or is that the final lap thing? Okay. I feel like I'm breezing through this. It's really crazy. Though I have a feeling, obviously back when this game was made, the age of tutorials still wasn't there. So it's not like when you open the game you will see a tutorial like it happens nowadays. But I just wish that that demo that you see in the main screen, if you stay too long without doing anything, that you could see it as soon as you enter the game. But yeah, that wasn't the style back then. Back then tutorials weren't really shoved on your face. You basically either need to read the manual, or in this case, if there is a helpful demo, let it play. Though this is very rare, even for this era standards. Most of the demos of this era are completely worthless. When you look up the demo, there is someone playing like they never touched a game before. So they are essentially useless other than to see the game, I guess, without playing. I don't know why you would want to do that. In case you want to see that, they serve that purpose, but they weren't very good to teach you how to play. But this one is an exception. This one does an excellent job at teaching you how to play. Just that I didn't expect this technique to be this important. The accelerator lift. It's very important. It's crucial. It's absolutely crucial. And not only that, but it also makes the game so fun to play. Like, I feel like I'm going so fast. Which, by the way, speaking of going fast, the speed is back to the Super Nintendo standard. You know that in the Nintendo 64 we were going speeds of 1,000 kilometers per hour. Well, here we are back at 400. Which I feel that it's nicer. It's more believable, at least. Well, then again, who cares about being believable in a future fantasy, right? This makes me want to try the expert mode now. That I'm not sure. I mean, keep in mind that thing that says check behind me, that's the second place. So if the second place has been following me all this time, I mean, he hasn't overtaken me yet, which is cool, but the fact that he has been following me so well means that if he was faster, he probably would overtake me. Then again, you don't need to get first place to win. Not in this game, at least. But yeah, I think that after this, I need to try it. Uh-oh, Longchamp. I don't like the way that sounds. Uh-oh, there... Oh, wait a second. This is the track that is in the demo. And I'm pretty sure they choose this track specifically because of the champ. That's pretty cool. And if I'm not mistaken, at least layout-wise, this looks exactly the same as the white field in the Super Nintendo game. Actually, not really, no. This champ is not in the same place. At least in this game, they do tell you that by pressing up and down, you can go higher or lower on the champ. Well, they also tell you in Super Nintendo, but only in the manual. The game doesn't tell you shit. I wonder if the... Well, probably it's a little bit ridiculous to say, but I wonder if there was an overlap of the people working in Super Circuit and the people working on this game. Probably not, because I mean, I don't think they will work on two things at the same time. But the way this game looks, It's just super similar to Super Circuit. I mean, it makes sense. They are both Game Boy Advance games that came in the same year. That came out in the same year, but I don't know, I have a feeling that maybe they had people help on both at the same time. Would be cool. Alright. Yeah, I will have to try Esper after this. But at the same time, I'm not sure. Because the most sensitive choice will be to retry this one on Esper, but I mean, probably wouldn't be the best idea. Oh, damn, that's a lot of damage. Only because these guys got in my way. I wonder if there's any unlockable cars in this game. Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Nice. I had a boost without using, I should have used it. And I didn't, but that's fine. So, how is this gonna go? Wait, second as in overall, or? No, that's the first one. Oh, you're gonna go through each one of them, okay. I didn't get third place once. Even when I was playing very badly, I still got second. Doesn't seem like this go any faster than this though. Because I'm pressing A and it's not going fast. It's alright. I'm not in a hurry. But it seems that in this game, just like in the previous one, the results are not important as long as you don't get disqualified. The only thing that matters is to get to the end. Alright. So what are you gonna tell me now? Congratulations? Not even a congratulation, just get the fuck off the game, alright. Pretty cool. It's fine. I kinda wanna use this one. I like the idea that it has good acceleration, but at the same time, this one seems so good. Good turn performance, good acceleration, good mat speed. What even is the disadvantage of this? Yeah, apparently it has poor balance. What does balance even mean? Well, we can go one by one, though I doubt that this one is any good. So, well, let me try the Windwalker. And on Knight. If I pick Esper, it might be better to do it later. Because you know that it might look easy now, but when we actually, like, Esper is really a champ on difficulty. So it might not be the best idea to do that. Wow, what a champ start. What the hell? Okay. That was weird. Is it because I did it at the right time, or is it because this machine is broken? Then this machine seems pretty good. Yeah, I really don't know what it means with balance. Like, what's the disadvantage of having poor balance? I don't know. I feel like it would be weird if there weren't any king or queen cups. Something tells me that you will unlock them later or something. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. the more I am in first place, the more I want to go to expert. I probably should. It's just that I still haven't seen what a hard track looks like. Maybe there is still not a hard track. Maybe there are no hard tracks. I don't know. It's important to leave the accelerator in every single corner. That's the thing. Fuck. I really want to try it. I really want to try to see how expert mode is. Like, before I do this whole cup in standard, I just want to try it in expert. Like, I feel like I'm ready. But yeah, let's see how big of a mistake this is. Hopefully not a mistake, but... It seems that if you start accelerating on the last beep, you get a jump start. I mean, either that or this car is the one that has the jump start by default. I don't know. Even in hard mode, expert mode. Even then, I'm keeping the lead like this. I guess expert mode is for me here. I wonder if there is a master mode. What it's gonna be like. I lost the lead, but keep in mind that you have something that the CPU doesn't have, which is boost. For some reason the CPU doesn't have boost. That's something that you can really use to keep up very easily. So basically the biggest issue in this game are the lap cars. Because the steering is not really a problem, but the lap cars are a problem. The lap cars getting your way, and when that happens, there's not much you can do. It's hard to see them coming, and it's hard to avoid them too, unless they are like at the side of the road. You gotta get lucky for that. Well, you can kinda... It's alright. You can kinda hear the sound when I leave the accelerator. Oh, someone died. I think it was a lap car though, so it's not like it matters. Oh wow. I hit the mine. Nice. Hey, third place is a passing grade, okay? Don't worry about it. But yeah, the moment you make a mistake, you're gonna get overtaken. Beacon Port. I wonder why they don't have anything in common with the previous games. Like the name of the tracks, because a lot of these places look extremely similar to other places that were in previous games, but it feels like they should change the name for no reason. Not to mention that the cars are also supposed to be equivalent to... Well, stat-wise, I mean, they are supposed to be equivalent to the ones in the first game. At least it looks that way. this part might be a little bit hard to steer since it's a zigzagging section. I guess you not only have to watch out for lap cars, but also you have to watch out for the cars behind you. Uh-oh, I'm already low power. But being low power is such a huge disadvantage. Feels like I need to retry this one. Huh. Alright, well, thanks for the free retry. Damn, that's very trippy. Is the game trying to hypnotize me or what? Damn. Where are we supposed to even be? Beacon Port. There's Crossroad Circuit, but why are those trippy things there? Is that a portal to another dimension or what? Right. So for now, those are the kind of mistakes that I cannot do. It also seems that it's not even necessary to use the drift thingy. Unless the corner is very sharp, the only thing that matters is you using, or rather you lifting the accelerator. That's the thing that matters the most. Well, I guess in sharp corners like that you also kinda need to do the drift thing, but still. This lap car is messing everyone up. And you're not a lap car. You're messing me up too. I guess in this difficulty it might be important to get a car that actually has good resistance, because it seems that hitting stuff is very easy since the cars are so fast. I don't remember how much power this thing had. If it even say that. I don't know. I don't remember. You don't want to get treated like a ping pong ball. I guess the full focus should be in making no mistakes. So the problem is that here not hitting a booster also counts as a mistake, because the AI will hit those boosters. So if you don't hit them... Wait, what? That was weird. It's like the camera can kinda change perspective, right? Or am I going crazy? Maybe I'm going crazy from all this psychedelic shit on the sides. I missed it. Holy shit. Mistakes are punished so much. Mistakes are truly punished. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go very far. I probably need to pick something with good power. Well, it says body strength. This one apparently is it's actually the weakest one by far. So that was the weakness of that thing. Now it makes sense. I guess in that regard, I guess I should pick the Hot Violet after all. Because this one is the one that seems to have... Well, the third machine also seemed good. Okay, the jump start is not something that is dependent on a particular car. It's something that everyone can do. Something that everyone can do as long as you press accelerator when you have to, which is on the third beep, as I said. Right as you hear the third beep, you need to start pressing. But you don't really need to hear it, you could just watch the screen, because the ready blinks every time. Fortunately, it seems that it's very noticeable, the lack of Matt's speed compared to that other machine. Seems that it's very, very noticeable. You might be struggling a little bit to keep up with the expert AI. That might be a problem. I didn't consider that. I guess taking the Matt's speed for granted is not the smartest choice. That guy's like he close on the corners just to make me hit him. At the same time, I'm not the only one that's hitting these damn lap cars. Everyone seems to be struggling with the damn lap cars. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, even here it malfunctions, even if it's not a lot of low power, it still malfunctions. That's a shame. Right at the end, I couldn't do anything. Now I have my doubts about what's the best machine for this. This one, with how bad it accelerates, I will assume it's not, but at the same time, it seems that it reaches the top. Well, actually, it seems like it's the one with the highest top speed. It says Matt's speed on normal is 440, and it actually is the best resistant one. The disadvantage of this is the acceleration, but the acceleration technically it's only a problem if you make mistakes, right? Because as long as you do a jump start, you're not gonna be accelerating. Okay, maybe the jump start on this one works a little bit differently, because that definitely did not work. Okay, well, I have to keep that in mind. Oh, also the steering of this shit is awful. Even letting the accelerator go, damn, this one... might be a problem. Yeah, it doesn't have very sharp steering at all. It's really lacking there. But it's the fastest one. And acceleration, even in corners, it's not a problem because it's not like your speed is gonna decrease in corners. Your speed only decreases when you hit something or someone. That's the only time that you should be concerned about speed. Sorry, about acceleration. But yeah, the issue is that the cornering of this thing is not very, very good. I also need to learn when to jump start. So maybe when you hear the second beep, maybe that's the time to jump start. I hope. I don't want to calculate half beeps if it's possible. Right. It does seem that as long as you don't crash, you can keep up very easily with everyone else. But yeah, the sharp corners are an issue with this thing. I'm about to go low power. At the same time, I didn't stop in the pit lane a single time in this race, so that's to be expected. Then first place? Alright. Oh, okay. Well, that was an interesting, unexpected victory. This was my best result so far. Hey Blue, how is it going? We are here going at maximum velocity. Though that's actually a lie. Because you know that we were going faster on the previous game. So actually the title maximum velocity is a clickbait. Can you believe that? Can't believe Miyamoto will clickbait us like that. Shame on him. How is that possible? Yeah, it's not very maximum. At least I gotta tell you that the sensation of speed that this game gives you is good. But it might be maximum just because of that. Yeah, shameful. Shameful clickbait. Hey, Miyamoto like that, I guess. I'm getting hit from every direction, and now I'm in low power. Then it seems that this track is a real issue. Keep in mind that this is the most durable car in the game, and even then I'm getting fucked like this. It really tells you that this track is a mid grinder. Yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere. It's okay though, you can retry after putting give up. Yeah, this is a Game Boy Advance game, released in 2001. It is indeed Game Boy Advance. It's time for you to sleep. I see. Well, have a good night, Mr. Draynor. Thanks for hanging out. A well-known what? Where's it going, Yami? I don't think I understood what you should say. What you mean, Sea-Doo? I don't know what that means. Nice cornering. Beautiful. Okay, keep hitting those boosters, but not the walls. Damn it. The walls you can do without them. Okay, need to go to pits. A shame that this pit lane is a little bit short compared to how it could be. So that crossroad is extremely dangerous. If someone is on the other side of the crossroad, you're gonna get damaged by a lot. Okay. The first place also going to the pit lane. What's wrong? Having issues? Wow, that guy got fucked by that mine. Alright. This position means qualifying, which is what matters. Okay, that's fine. Another guy that got fucked by a mine. At least I'm glad that the CPU can also get fucked by mines. And not just the shover ones, but the ones that matter. I messed that up, but it's okay. I'm still third place. Got it. Can you tell me a bedtime story? Bro, I can barely follow what's going on the screen, and you want me to think of a story. Like, I know that it might seem like I'm exaggerating, but I can guarantee you that this is very hard to follow. Like, I'm actually using my 100% here. It's not a joke. This game is very intense. Because I think that differently from the previous games, this one doesn't care about you braking. In the sense that you don't have to brake. The game prefers it when you don't brake, which means that you're gonna go fast at all times. There's not a single time that you're not going fast. So I don't think I have enough brain power for that, Mr. Draenor. Fortunately, this one seems... Oh, wow. Nice explosion. Damn it. It's like I'm the only moron hitting those mines. Those in particular. Didn't mean to do that, sorry, mister. You kinda got in the way. Oh, someone actually did hit that. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm low on power because I took a dip in whatever that was. This is gonna be hard to qualify. Yeah. Being low power, I think that there's not much I can do. This will keep slowing me down until the very end. This is not gonna work. Just pause for a bit, yeah. Surely I will do that. A traditional Argentinian bedtime story. I don't know, dude. I didn't need bedtime stories when I was a kid. They weren't really something that was done. You know. Good night, Reynold. Have a good one. A good night. No, I don't know. When it comes to bedtime, I really didn't have any bedtime stories when I was a kid. I mean, I don't remember how I went to sleep, but it definitely wasn't through bedtime stories. You know, that's something that just didn't happen. And if it happened, I might have been very small because I really don't remember. Well, then again, I don't remember most of the things that happened that long ago. But yeah, I don't really think it was a thing in my household. I wonder how bedtime stories even became a thing. Because isn't that worse? In the sense that if your objective is to sleep, isn't someone telling you a story worse to sleep? I don't know. Damn it, this fucking asshole's getting in the way. That wasn't very good. I think I barely even classified there for that lap. I might be in trouble here. I think I am in real trouble. I don't even see the 4th place, not to mention the 6th place overtook me. I feel like this is not gonna go anywhere. This might not go anywhere because this car is just terrible for steering. I mean, I'm gonna try one more time in this track, but I think that this just won't go anywhere. Hey Kyle, how is it going? No, I don't think you understand, Blue. iPads were not a thing back then, or cell phones for that matter. It just wasn't something that people did. I don't know, I feel like that's an American thing more than anything. At least here I don't remember even people telling me about bedtime stories. You know? I don't really think it's a thing, but maybe it is, I don't know. See, the problem is using any other machine that doesn't have good resistance. With how much you're gonna get hit, it seems that you won't survive at all, because you just get hit way too much throughout the whole thing. If it's not this machine, I can't imagine which other one will resist the violence. Well, you're supposed to, in order to land faster, you're supposed to raise your ship a little bit before the landing. I didn't know that. That seems very useful to know. And that guy hit something very hard. Everyone is hitting a lot of shit here. Surprisingly. Alright. Wait, something that I'm realizing is that I have the full stock of boosts. I think that's exactly the reason why I've been doing so well here. So I didn't use boosts at all. So when I start using boosts, the issues that there are some corners that I just cannot do. So that seems to be the problem here. Okay, maybe I should start the Grand Prix from the beginning, but I don't know. It's just that if I don't pick this thing, I think that the other ones, well, maybe with the exception of this one, but the other ones are just way too weak. Acceleration doesn't matter that much. Max speed seems to be extremely important. Like, you have to use this. It's just that the cornering is painful, but I will do it. I will do it. No matter what, I will do it. So, something that I could do is play the previous Grand Prix. Oh, I did that too late. That's okay. But yeah, I guess that the only time that you should even bother using your boost is on the main straight. With this car at least, maybe with the other ones you can get away with a lot of other stuff, but with this car you need to use them in the main straight. Problem is that the mistakes will have to be fixed by yourself. That's the thing. You will need to fix your mistakes yourself. You cannot expect anyone else to fix them for you. Okay, so here. And I think that was also a recommendation that I read for the previous game, the Nintendo 64. That people recommend to save the boost only for long straights, because otherwise you're most likely gonna run into the wall. And even if you're not running into the wall, let's say like you use it on after an accident, the acceleration provided by the turbo, well, at least in the previous game, isn't that impressive to justify wasting a turbo like that. In this game, I don't know, but at the same time, I don't think I have good results using this to recover from mistakes. So I guess that's the way you gotta drive. To save the boost for the final straight and the rest do it normally. You should be able to do it. Nice. At least this one I was able to keep the first place. Oof. Alright. Now I gotta tell you that my hand it gets very tense. The right one. The left one is not that big of a deal, I guess. But the right one gets very tense here. It's not a joke. about this track. The problem with this track is that you're also supposed to look for the ground boosters. That means that you have a very specific trajectory to follow. And if you don't follow that trajectory, you are gonna get overtaken. Now it's pretty crazy how this is the fastest car in the game. Well, so far at least. Assuming there is no other one to unlock. And yet the AI goes faster than you. Pretty cool. Using the cars that don't have that much speed, you know. Pretty nice. Oh, I messed that up. Will have utilized that turbo a lot better. I think that my main issue here is not that. My main issue is not running out of power. So I think I'm not gonna use the turbo on the final straight. I feel like I'm just gonna use that to heal. So I'm gonna lose this the same way that I lost it last time, which is just by getting damage. You just receive a ton of damage here, and that's because of the ground boosters. The ground boosters in this track are deadly. Absolutely deadly. That's fine, that's fine, that's okay. Alright. Box. Damn it. Okay, that's the issue. The low power. Alright, well, I guess in this track you're very discouraged from using the turbo after all. The turbo here seems like an issue. Well, that's fine, as long as I can keep the third place. Shouldn't be a problem. Can't believe that Shover overtook me. Nice. The stream's so long. You're all talking shit about phones. Well, I cannot say that I don't like it, because I like when people talk shit about phones, because I hate phones. But I mean, I don't know. I think that it's a shift on culture. I don't know if it's necessarily bad, but it's definitely a shift. I don't know what you think, but I mean, I don't like it, but that's because I didn't grow up with it. Maybe if you had grew up with it, you will think that it's essential. I don't know. It's a complex topic, the topic of phones and young people, including babies even, basically being a very large portion of time with the phone watching a random shit, you know. Maybe some of them could even watch my stream, but no. I don't have very young people in my stream, thankfully. Thankfully, I don't. But yeah. I don't know, I feel like it's a cultural shift, but I mean, it's the same thing that happens with video games, you know. Or just about any other technological advance. I mean, video games are something that when they came, and they were especially very popular with a young audience, I'm assuming that a lot of people voiced their concerns over that. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people still don't approve of them. I think that with this type of topics, it's basically thinking that maybe we are just out of touch, and that's the end of it. I mean, it happened to everyone at some point, so it's not a surprise that it will happen to us too. So yeah. Oh, that's bad. Uh-oh. That's very bad. I don't know if I can maintain this position until... Well, this position definitely not, but the third place is the one I need to keep. Uh-oh. Damn, it was barely enough. Holy shit. I almost died. And I almost got overtaken at the end. Oof, that was rough. And this game really doesn't want you to be in low power. Problem is that the tracks could give... Whew, that's a lovely looking track, if I gotta say so. Look at these beautiful corners. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Oh, we have ice. Wait, is this ice? I mean, doesn't feel like ice at least. Have a regular champ. But these people... How are you all going so fast? How is that possible? At least through that surface. Are you not supposed to go slower or something like that? Yeah, I think that this might be supposed to be ice. Not like it seems to matter too much, because with the technique of lifting the accelerator, whatever surface you're going through, it feels the same. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess the problem is if you want to do very short turns without lifting, then it will be a problem. I need to heal. But my current position is not very promising. At least the third place is right there. But yeah. Alright. Ooh, that was close. It seems that they get this corner, they do it super fast. Alright. Final lap. I mean, unless I get turbo fucked, my current health shouldn't be, well, health. I keep saying health, but it's power. It's not like I'm riding a person or someone that gets hurt. Damn it. Wait, why is the boost not working? Damn it. I feel like the boost sometimes is hard to trigger. You're supposed to press both bumpers at the same time, but sometimes they don't want to be pressed. Hey, sometimes they feel like they don't want to. Promise that with the ice, if you don't do a lift turn, it's also very hard to properly get the boosters in the ground. Also, I know that you wrote a copy past Yami that probably makes fun of Argentinians, so yeah, I guess I should say fuck you. I think that's the appropriate response. I don't know. I haven't read it, but I'm also not gonna read it. But yeah, just in case I'm saying that, feels like the appropriate response. I don't know. But yeah, I can't read that. Sorry. I mean, wait until I finish. Actually, you know that I will be able to read it if I actually manage to finish the Grand Prix. So yeah, if you want me to read that, you need to really hope that I win this. So it's not looking very nice right now, unfortunately. It's looking... the chances are looking bad. Someone died, I think. I boost. This time it worked. Okay. I did that badly. A lot of mistakes from my opponents, nice. Alright, well, I guess saying... I actually read it. I read it faster than I thought I would. I mean, I don't know how to feel. A part of me wants to say fuck you, but I'm not sure. I feel conflicted. Should I say fuck you or not? I can't decide. What do you say? Should I? Am I slam that guy against the wall? Alright. Damn, that completely bring me to a stop. That corner is fucked up. I mean, you can already see that. If you look at the minimap, it's the bottom left corner. That corner is really messed up. I don't think there's much I can do to avoid it, I feel. By avoiding it, I mean to avoid getting hit like that. I also think that both sides have the same slow dirt, right? At least it looks like it. And also it seems like you're gonna get hit there no matter what you do. That seems very hard to avoid. Well, I went left this time. Wait, left actually has... Oh, but the problem is the corner on left. Nice. I thought that was the third place. Got it. I actually got it on expert. Wonder if the game is gonna show the credits already or not. Blue says that was a nice story. I mean, it was Maradona's story. I don't know what to say. I guess it's a good one. Wait, something about paying attention. Did I read that message? Oh yeah, what Kyle said. Look. The hand of God is not supposed to be something that you teach to children. Because that will teach them to cheat. You don't want to teach them to cheat, you know? You don't want that to be the case. I feel, at least. You know? You don't want to make them used to that. Alright. No credits this time. Okay. So, let me... I wonder if the game is even counting you beating any of this. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go for the bishop thing now, or if I want to leave it for later after beating pawn on expert. Problem is that judging by the names, I really gotta assume that they are gonna be other cups that are gonna get unlocked later. So that will be a problem. Oh, that was pretty fast. At the same time, switching to standard now, I guess it only is something that will make sense if you need to get first place. But it doesn't seem like you need to. I mean, after all, there is no overall result. There is nothing like that. Corrupt the children? No. Don't do that. They are corrupted enough already with their cell phones. Also, they might really got slowed down to a crawl there. All because of this asshole that hit me from behind. It would be pretty funny that the one that made the difficulties for this game had, like, didn't know how chess worked, and he just assigned the names of random ass pieces to the tournament without realizing that the king and the queen are supposed to be the most important ones. But yeah, that's why it makes me think that they are gonna be unlockable Grand Prix. Because otherwise it will feel weird if that wasn't the case. You know? It also will be weird if you didn't unlock a master difficulty later. But I'm assuming that might happen if you beat everything on expert or something like that. Nice. King is only worth 3.5 points. Yeah, see, like, for example, blue, not knowing about chess. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know, well, maybe you say that as a joke, right? The king being worth 3.5 points. Maybe. Maybe you did it in chest. Because the king is supposed to be valued an infinite amount of points. Considering that if you lose the king, you lose the game. So yeah, the king is literally infinite. Well, literally. I don't know if you can say literally because we're talking about infinity here. But yeah, in chess theory, the king has an infinite amount of points in terms of its value. Because losing him means losing the game. So obviously it will have that. But yeah. The queen being worth 7, I think it's right. Most likely. I mean, the queen is obviously the most valuable piece outside of the king. But yeah. What's a bad time to activate boost? I also gotta watch out my power. Might be running out of power because I'm being too reckless. But this ice, I guess the ice is a little bit worse than I thought. I guess I underestimated it. I mean, fuck. The ice didn't work. The ice did not work. Okay, I need to be very careful with the ice, especially since this car has bad acceleration. If you have an accident in the ice, you are not gonna recover. Or at least you're not gonna recover fast enough. But you really gotta avoid hitting the wall, though it seems a little bit hard to do, to be honest. Because I feel like it's a little bit hard to process in your brain exactly where you're gonna end up at the end of the turn. Also, what are you trying to imply with those emojis, Mr. Kael? What implications do those give? Alright. Alright, that went well. See, like, that was a good lap. Well, I mean, it's not over yet, the lap, but at least the hard part of the lap went well. I guess that last corner can also be considered a hard part of the lap, since it's relatively sharp. Okay, see, like, it seems that I'm getting better at that corner. At least it looks like it. Oh, Mr. First Place hitting a mine. Nice, 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 okay. Yeah, basically, you just gotta be very aggressive with the accelerator lifting. You just gotta be very aggressive, and as long as you're aggressive, even a corner with that much ice is not a problem then. First place. Extremely good performance, but yeah. I don't want to imagine how messed up a lot of these tracks can become. Craterland. Well, assuming those are not insta-kills. Okay, they don't seem to be insta-kills. But yeah, I think this doesn't seem like a hard track at all, judging by the layout. What might be a problem though are the boosters on the ground, basically forcing you to go there. Oh, and you can choose between booster and the pit lane. If that's the case, you gotta be careful not to hit too much. If you go to the pit lane, I can imagine losing a lot of speed just because you didn't choose the booster. Ah, fuck. I didn't mean to choose the pit lane, god damn it. It was an accident. Oh, those were the second and first, I didn't realize. But yeah, that part with the conveyor belt seems to be the real issue here. So you can also lose some power, but at the same time, if you have a lap car in front of you, it seems impossible to dodge them, because they will be wobbling left and right the same way you will. Just in case... No, that's fine, this is the final lap. I shouldn't worry about the power if I have that much remaining, right? I also haven't used my boost at all. And it's hard to activate the boost in a whim. Like, I tried to activating it there and I was spamming left and right bumper and it didn't work. You have to really press them at the same time. And I think it's also not enough to press one and then the other. Like, it has to be at the exact same time. Alright. The end of this track looks hard. With that collection of corners. That does seem like a problem. Oh, I forget that you need to land. You need to land very specifically to avoid losing time on the landing. Yeah, I suspected that those final corners are the hardest part of the track. Alright. I think the biggest issue is that last corner. The jumps seem very easy to miss. It seems like missing them makes you waste a little bit of time, but it's the final corner that is the real issue of this track. No, I don't think that you lose any time by not jumping. And not to mention that it can also be very risky. But yeah, no, the real issue is that last corner. Oh, this is spiraling out of control, all because of that lap car. Really don't want to lose the speed before that acceleration, but before that ice section, I mean, because your acceleration is non-existent on ice. I kinda have my doubts I can keep the third place, especially since I'm about to go on low power. Ah, that fucking mine. I did my best, but it wasn't enough. Ah, fuck. Yeah, this track can be a problem. And keep in mind that I'm using the car with the highest power. So the fact that I'm close to dying using this means that there is no way you can survive with with the other cars. At least not in this difficulty. In this difficulty it just seems impossible to survive with anything that is not this car. This car just seems too convenient for everything. I think that the problem with this track is the power for sure. For some reason the AI cars here are going very fast. And if they are behind you, they will hit you. At the same time, it's a very narrow track, so that also means that overtaking them will be hard without hitting them. I guess you have to hope for them to get hit by lap cars. If they don't get hit by lap cars, there's not much that can be done. Oh, I messed that up. I cannot make those mistakes. God damn it. Seems that you also can go through the slow dirt there, as long as you get the booster. I guess that wasn't a very good idea, using the booster in the ice. The problem is that I cannot use the booster in the main straight, because I need to go to pit. Just receive way too much damage. Lap car, you sack of shit. I don't know if I can get third place here. I mean, I have a lot of boost, but that doesn't mean much. Especially if these guys get in my way. Now I'm low power. Jeez, I actually blew up. Ah, this is so messed up, dude. Like, this track is just prone to crashes. It's the way it is. There's not much you can do about it. You're gonna get fucked. Just like that. Is that only having one attempt for whatever is the last track is bad. I don't even know what even is gonna be the last track. It could be many things. Yeah, I have no clue what the last track is gonna be. Previous game, the last track was a hand-shaped track. I'm pretty sure it was called the hand track or something like that, very appropriately named like that. had to get in the damn way. This track being so narrow is truly a problem. It makes everything so much harder. Really, narrow tracks should not be allowed in F-Zero. Narrow tracks really are a problem. Especially when you're going this fast, you know. Might not be a bad idea to take these champs for the simple fact that you can avoid things that are on the ground. Well, basically other drivers, but especially the lap cars. That's the first thing you want to avoid. Like right there with the champ, I could have avoided a couple of those guys. Right. Nice. Damn, that was a clean victory. I'm surprised after those previous attempts went so badly, I get such a clean victory. Problem is that there is still one more race, and this one more race I only have one attempt. So this is labeled as the ultimate circuit. Wonder if that's truly the case. The ultimate circuit? How ultimate are we talking about? Unfortunately, it does have so far its fair share of sharp corners, as you can see. These sharp corners will be a problem. Oh, the pit lane is on the right. But I think that's just like with the previous track, the only sharp corner that is very bad is the last one. The other sharp corners seem more or less manageable, but that last one is rough. This is the last one. As I say, the biggest problem is only one attempt. I don't have more than one attempt to do this. At least that lap car didn't fuck me up as much as I thought. But that one did. This has the potential to be very chaotic. Well, it already is very chaotic, bro. I don't think I should use the booster here. I need to repair. At the same time though, I'm not sure if I can secure the third place here. Or maybe I can. Nice. Whew, got it. Alright. That went very well. Can't believe it that I'm actually breezing through expert difficulty. So I guess saying breezing is a little bit misleading. I'm not really doing this for free. Well, not to mention I'm not really winning. Wait. Is this song different than the other ones? Or is it the same? It kinda feels like the game is telling me congratulations, you did it. You got good. But I'm not sure if the game is telling me that. But yeah, after this I wonder what's gonna happen. Am I gonna unlock anything? I mean, I will expect at least the master difficulty being unlocked, even if there's not another Grand Prix. I mean, it will be weird not having another Grand Prix considering the names of the Grand Prix. Well, we're back at the main menu though. Well, oh, championship. Time attack champion replay, what's this? Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, okay, you need to beat Ghosts. Wait, but I don't want to do that. Wait, did something change in Grand Prix? That's what I want to check. Doesn't seem like another series got added. Oh, it tells you which you have beaten. Okay, so in the ones that you beat Esper, you unlock Master. I want to beat Esper on this one. Since I didn't, because I didn't know how hard it was gonna be, I didn't even try. I want to do it now. So it seems that Esper does unlock Master like it's usual. I also want to see what Master has to offer here. But Master is something that I was never able to beat. I don't really expect to be very successful at doing that. On the other side, this Grand Prix should not be a problem under any circumstance. Simply because it's very clearly well, as you will expect from the first Grand Prix, it's the easiest Grand Prix in the game, so it shouldn't really give me trouble. Yeah. Well, I gotta say that this game really feels amazing to play though. Like, regardless of how hard Master is gonna be or the times attacks or whatever, this game is just very nice to play. It's just something that... I mean, it's obviously easier than the previous one because of the accelerator lift mechanic. That's pretty clear. But... yeah, I guess that... the fact that it's easier makes it more fun. But I don't know if it's necessarily that, but here, like, the thing is that differently from the other F-Zero games, in this one it's very easy to go full speed all the time. That's what makes it so good. It's just so easy. I really, at some point, will check if accelerator lifting is as broken in the previous games as it is in this one. I wonder how that's gonna go. Can I get first place here? Barely, but yes, I got first place. Nice. I mean, I also am tempted to see what happens if you get first place in every single tournament. Sorry, in every single race in a tournament. But I don't know if you get anything. I think that I remember hearing something like a long time ago that I remember, I think someone saying that if you want to play Mario Kart but you want to you know, play something with high difficulty, just play F-Zero. And it really seems like F-Zero is the answer to people that like Mario Kart but want something that doesn't depend on randomness so much and it has a more elevated difficulty. Though at the same time, it's also very telling, considering the popularity of both series, that the casual market is the one that you need to aim for. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like F-Zero is the perfect example of why games that are, well, games lately I mean in like the past decade, have been so easy compared to a lot of games that came before. Is because you just won't sell good if your game is hard. It's just the way it is. If you want to have a big audience, you cannot make a hard game. And a lot of people like to point at Dark Souls, but Dark Souls is precisely a perfect example of that. Dark Souls is not really a game that, well, when you compare it to all the games, like the difficulty is mostly on how patient you are. But you know that for an RPG like that, an action RPG like that, the mechanics are very permissive. Like, the only punishing mechanic in that game is that you lose all your current experience if you die twice. That's the only thing. Everything else is extremely casual friendly. Rocket propel grenade, yeah. That's what an RPG is. But no, it's what I say, like, if you want to have a wide audience, you just need to appeal to a casual audience. And F-Zero, as I say, it's the perfect example of a game that is very unpopular, and I think it's in part because of the difficulty. I feel like a lot of people probably, when they get greeted by like the first Grand Prix in this game, they are like, well, this game, I'm not talking about this game in particular, but I mean in any F-Zero game, they probably get very easily filtered by it. And that's the thing. If you get filtered, the word of mouth is not gonna be very strong. People are not gonna recommend the game to other people if they get filtered. So yeah. Because I mean, when you think of the popular games, I don't think there is a single one of them that does not appeal to a casual audience. Because you even have games like Counter-Strike that you might be thinking, well, but this game doesn't really appeal to a casual audience. But Counter-Strike, compared to a lot of other multiplayer FPSs of, you know, back in the day, they have a lot of comfortable like menus and mechanics that make the casual player feel more at ease. You don't only have a rank system where you get immediately fucked, you know. You have a whole series of steps so the more casual players can slowly, you know, rise up the ranks. And not to mention that obviously when it comes to movement and stuff. I'm pretty sure that it's a lot more casualized than previous shooting games. Game where 72% of deaths are caused by headshots. Yeah, that's the thing. Headshot, sure, it's a hard thing to do, but it's not like it's something that a casual cannot do, even if it's by luck. You know, like, that's the thing. The way the game is made, and especially the fact that it's team-based, means that someone that sucks a lot can still have fun, because it's a game where it's very easy to get lucky in 1v1s. Well, especially if instead of an actual 1v1 you caught the other player not looking at you. You can get kills even sucking at the game. And maybe your kill death count at the end of the game is gonna be like, I don't know, 215, right? But those 2 kills that you got make you feel good, right? At the same time though, I think that when we are talking about casual games or not, I don't know if including multiplayer games is the wisest choice, because the thing about multiplayer games is that they are as hard as the competition. And by competition I mean the other players. Single player games, on the other hand, they are as hard as the game allows it to be. And when we focus on those games instead of the multiplayer ones, it's very clear that the ones that thrive in this day and age are the casual ones. And I think that, as I say, Mario Kart is the perfect example. Mario Kart is one of the most successful franchises. Well, that is obviously a part of Super Mario Bros, but I mean that if you count Mario Kart as its own thing separated from Mario, it's still one of the most successful franchises there is in video game history. And that's precisely because of how casual the game is, you know. It's a game that you can play casually, you can absolutely suck at it, and still do a lot of things, right? This game, on the other hand, and all of the F-Zero games so far, I don't know about the ones that come after this, though I'm assuming it won't change that much, but the F-Zero games are games that if you suck at them, you're gonna get fucked, you know? You're not gonna win by luck. You are just not good at handling the ship, you are gonna get fucked. I'm not saying that I'm good at handling the ship, but I'm trying to... See, as I said, you see, I'm not saying I'm good because I'm not. That's the first time I die there. That's because of that jump. If you don't hit the boost, you are there. But yeah, that's fine. Though it might be a little bit hard to aim for those boosts. Keep in mind that this car is very bad at steering, and that means that, you know, well, I mean, as long as you position yourself exactly where they are, it shouldn't be a problem. they take you by surprise, it is, but that's the thing. They cannot take you by surprise. Getting hit in my behind. Alright. This tournament on Expert, I gotta say that it's completely free. But yeah, the question is the master difficulty. Like, how much harder are we talking about? Is what I'm curious to know. What difficulty are we talking about? Is it gonna be impossible tier? Or is it still something that my fingers can keep up with? That's the real question. I don't know though. What the answer is gonna be. But I'm looking forward to it. But before thinking of that, I probably should worry about finishing this race. But it seems that this race is going well. Just that the ending, like that sharp corner that comes after this jump is, yeah, a little bit of a problem. Very easy to lose speed there. Alright, that worked though. Okay, well, all of the Expert difficulty Grand Prix are done for. And I wonder if you can skip this. No, the game doesn't let you skip this. You have to look at your records and you're gonna like it. Stare at them. Enjoy them. Savor them. Because they are not gonna go away. And that's okay, I don't really mind. It's whatever. But yeah, I also want to try the Ghost. I don't know why it calls it championship though. I don't think there is much of a championship in individual, you know, events. I guess they call it championship because of champion. Though I think that those times look a little bit unrealistic to beat. Like the first time that I seen, at least, it didn't seem like something I can beat. Let me check though. But no, first I want to check the master difficulty. Oh, you unlock a queen? Okay, never mind. Fuck the master difficulty. So I'm assuming that got unlocked by beating everything in Expert or something. Damn, and it wouldn't be a surprise if there is a king difficulty too. Okay, never mind. Put those records on hold. Oh, that's an interesting track. This is essentially a glorified oval. So, okay. I really need to hit those. Well, both the boosters and the ramps. I need both of them. Okay, but this track at least seems extremely straightforward. I don't know how the other ones are gonna be, but this one definitely doesn't have too much of a mystery on what you need to do. I really hope all the tracks in this Grand Prix are like that. That will be cool. Because this one is absolutely free. one is just extremely free. And this guy got in my way. Oh, really? Huh. Someone is being a bitch. Well, to be fair, he tried to go to the pit lane, and I didn't let him. But it's not that I didn't let him because I didn't want to. I didn't let him because I wanted to go fast. Alright. Absolutely free first place. Without any issues. But yeah, I will imagine that the following tracks are not gonna be as forgiving. 10th Zone East, the Plummet Circuit. Well, that looks like a problem. Look at all those jumps. Seems like someone grabbed a couple of scissors and they cut the whole circuit. Alright, so, ooh, okay. That is a problem. You really need to know where you're going here. Sheesh. Okay. You don't catch a break on this one. Oof. Okay. So you need to go left twice in that one. Left twice and then on the other one go right. And then on the last one you need to go... you need to go to anywhere that is not the center. Alright. Well, this one is not really that necessary to go right. Okay, but here, don't go to the center. But assuming that you are distracted, this is an absolute nightmare. The FOTS is here. No, I think you got the wrong game, Colo. The FOTS is called Star FOTS. This is F-Zero, it's another game. Hey, how is it going, Mr. Colo? Unless you call yourself FOTS. Whatever. I mean, it was pretty obvious that you got it confused, but hey, that's alright. Don't worry about it. Oof, okay. It's very dangerous to get hit in the middle of the air like that. But the thing is that... ooh, I got hit there too, because I didn't go left. Like that. That guy hit me. Well, outside of the gimmick of this track, it seems to be also extremely free, thankfully. I really wish all the tracks are like this here. Would be beautiful. But unfortunately, since there is 3 left, it could be anything. All of the remaining ones could be free, the same way that all of the remaining ones could be extremely hard. There are just too many left to cast any conclusion now. Careful there, careful. Alright. Nice overtake. That mine got in the middle, damn it. I almost messed that up. Oh, I'm... Whew. The game definitely spared me there. Because I could have died for sure, but it did spare me. Yeah, Fury's running. That will be nice. Empyrean Colony, the twist circuit. Oh, I don't like the word twist. Wait, what's so twist about this? I don't get it. There are no twists here. Oh, that's what you mean by twists? Okay. I see. So you need to avoid those. And so basically all of the tracks in this Grand Prix have a gimmick. And you really don't want to hit those twists. The problem is memorizing exactly where they appear. But then that's very bad. Holy shit. It's very hard not to hit them. I mean, the main issue is that they are so hard to see. But even if they weren't hard to see, you are expected to do some sort of zigzag that is just very hard to do. And outside of the Shover cars, I'm not really seeing anyone getting hit by them. So depending on what you do, you can get away. You can get away with hitting one of them without too much of an issue. You gotta be very, very careful. Okay, maybe they are getting hit. Because these guys seem like they lost a lot of speed and they are the podium. Nice, perfect. Oh, god damn it. That's alright. Keep it cool. It seems that the AI will also hit a lot of this, so maybe it's not that big. Team, that was very bad. Fuck. I hit a twist into a twist. I really need to heal. Fortunately, that didn't heal too much at all. Not to mention that I might run into them again, and if I'm low power, I'm dead. Well, I'm already low power. It's just that it doesn't say low power in the screen, but... Well, that was close, but damn, this is hard, dude. This is a pretty hard gimmick. I really wonder what other gimmicks this Grand Prix is gonna have, but these are messed up gimmicks, for sure. Again, I want you to remember that I'm using the car with the highest power. Power means the resistance, right? So using any other one, I would have died a lot earlier. It really doesn't seem to be that much of a reason to pick any car that is not this one, especially in the higher difficulties. Because I will assume that in the low difficulties you can get away with a lot more. But in this one, there's not much you can get away with without getting kinda fucked, you know. So yeah, this car is the perfect for that show. It's also important to memorize the location of these things. I mean, you can react to them, but it's not easy at all. Oh, damn it. That's fine, that's fine. It seems that in this particular race, I'm not sure why, but my opponents are not falling for this nearly as much as they were falling the other times. I'm low power because I keep running into these assholes. Fuck. I guess in that case, to avoid losing like I did before, These people just don't let me do anything. They just keep getting in my way. I can't do shit. I'm dead. Dude, this track is fucked up. I don't want to imagine how the remaining 2 ones are gonna be. Like, they really hate you. Now, I really wonder if there's gonna be a King Grand Prix. I mean, if there is a Queen one, there has to be a King one. There probably won't be a Joker Grand Prix like there was in the Nintendo 64 game. But I feel like the King one, if you already have a Queen one, it's the option that makes the most sense. These twists are shit. These twists are so bad. Holy fuck. Probably the worst gimmick so far in any of these 3 F-Zero games. The punishment is just too big. You know, it will be preferable to slow down. Like, imagine the punishment for hitting one of those was simply slowing down instead of doing this spin. That will be more reasonable. But spinning out of control like this is unreasonable. It's just an insane punishment. Especially, not just because you slow down, but you also get hit a lot. You get hit so much that you are bound to get destroyed. Especially with the lower power cars. You are bound to get absolutely destroyed. Damn, that was very close. This is looking more promising than last time. It's still too early to tell. No, but it's okay. Oof. Team, that was painful. But there are 2 more to go. Like, I might prefer this track to whatever is gonna come now. Okay, this one has landmines. It's the classic fire field that was also in the original. I feel like this is the first time we get a circuit that was in the previous games, the fire field. Because for some reason, I mean, unless I'm blind, I don't remember seeing either Mute City or Big Blue, which are the 2 iconic tracks in F-Zero. I'm surprised about that. Okay, so here clearly the issue is not dying. Here is not really about being fast, but rather about resisting the mines. And again, this is yet another track where the best ship, or well, the best car that you can use is this one. There is no better option than this one. It really begs the question of why will you use anything else, really? Sheesh. At least the good thing is that the mines that have been detonated remain detonated. I guess it doesn't mean much when it's still... And there are so many of them, you know. There are just way too many of them. Not to mention that the debris that the explosion leaves behind also damages you. There's really no way to leave this without getting fucked in one way or another. Ah, damn it. And I'm out of retries. So I don't know what the last track is gonna be, but this is really fucking me up right now. Especially because this other guy is getting hit also mean that it's easier for you to get hit when they bounce around like ragdolls. That's also another problem. Like, it's very easy to have everything spiral out of control in a track like this. I really hope that the last one is a freebie like the first one, but I'm probably asking for too much. But the last one being a freebie will be beautiful. Because I really cannot afford to lose one more time. And if the last one has another gimmick like this once, I will need at least one attempt to get used to the gimmick. And that's something that I cannot allow myself. On the right side, I don't think that if I needed to retry the tournament, I don't think it will be that big of a deal. Because it's not like the races, once you know what to do, are extremely hard. With this result, you can actually get quite far. This result is not bad. You never know what's gonna go down on the last lap. And that was an insanely good cornering. Nice, even first place, holy shit, okay. What you mean driving license issue? I don't need it to get first place. What I do need though is a freebie here. Warrior Circuit, also in Firefield, really? Yeah, I can't believe you get the same track twice in a row. So, something tells me this is not gonna be a freebie, is it? Something tells me that we ain't gonna get a freebie. Alright. Damn, that was very bad. But it seems like the solution for a lot of these things is to just go to the side. Even ignoring the champ. It is also a very short track. Very, very short. That's the more reason why I cannot make too many mistakes. Another problem is having all these assholes pushing you around like a trash bag. I might need to go to pits, but it seems that... That didn't go very smoothly. Oof, that was close. It was close to an insta there. Oh, I lost a lot of speed there for some reason. Now I'm getting fucked by everything. Really need to go to pits. Problem is that this pits is like the one in Firefield of the first game, where you lose a lot of time. Not just a little, a lot of time is lost doing that. Yeah, unfortunately, this is no freebie. So this one, yeah, I cannot win it. Damn it, what a pain in the ass. Them at 9th place. Well, 8, I guess, whatever. Damn, that's fucked up, dude. This was not a joke at all. I also want to see if any new car got unlocked. Oh, it did! They are new cars. 2. Sly Choker and the Stingray. Huh. Well, it might be worth giving them a try. Them 12 seconds of boost? What the fuck? It has a lot of body strength, but apparently very bad turn and also bad acceleration. Well, I want to try this though. Just want to see how it's gonna be. I don't know if they count. Like maybe you need to beat something with the same car for it to count. I don't know. I also know how good this car is at steering. Because if it is very good, there might not be any reason to use the previous one. I have no idea when I unlock this. This car seems very, very good. A lot easier to steer than the previous one. And also faster. It actually seems like this car is better than the previous one in every way. Because if the acceleration is the issue, acceleration is not a problem in this game. Ah, that guy got in the way. This Stingray, I mean, you can tell by the fact that I'm keeping the lead so consistently, you know. Just keeping the lead without any issues. Damn. Well, then again, keep in mind that the real issue of this Grand Prix are the gimmicks. So even if I can dominate against these guys with no problems, the real test is gonna be in the gimmick stages. But yeah, that was extremely free. I wonder if the Blue Falcon is gonna appear, like as an unlockable. It would be weird to have it as an unlockable, but you know there are a lot of games that they have something pickable in previous games and they don't have it by default on a newer game. A lot of them use that strategy of making it an unlockable. Which I guess it's cool, because for people that have been playing whatever series you are playing for a long time, they can get the incentive to get something from the games they previously played. And if the Blue Falcon is in this game, that will be a good incentive. Wonder if it will be broken. I somehow doubt that it's gonna be here. Mostly because, I mean, I don't have the greatest memory, but I will say that none of the cars that are in this game were in the previous games. I mean, definitely not in the first one. I think that also not in the Nintendo 64 one. Yeah, I'm not sure. To not forget about the champs. Where you need to champ them. Someone died right in front of my eyes. It's gonna be remembered. Or not. Also, isn't this the one that has like 12 seconds of boost? Yeah, it is. Like, I used boost in the finish line and I still had it up until there. 12 seconds of boost is absolutely crazy. The fact that you're allowed to do that really feels like this car has no weaknesses. Like, it feels just so much better than all of the other cars, you know? This guy wants to win. He actually did win. Alright. It seems that there is also a lot of rubber banding here because you can tell that for a very long time you're getting far from your opponents, and when you make a single mistake, they are right behind you, right? I smell bullshit on that. Okay, this is the one track that seems like the worst one of the Grand Prix. Even the final one didn't look like such a problem as this one looks. This one really looks like a problem. If you make one mistake, you're really gonna pay for that mistake. Okay, as you can see there. And you pay so much for it. Like, that's the part that is so insane. Like, you just don't stop paying for it. It just doesn't stop. Because you lose control and there's nothing you can do. What a piece of shit. As long as I can get past this one, the other one should not be a problem. Stop! God damn it, dude. The worst part is that I know where these twists are, and I still get hit by them. Because they are just not easy to dodge at all. At least I dodged those. The third place is right here, so there is still hope. I don't know how much hope, but there is. It exists. It's there. Nice. Good result, not even third, but second. Okay, this is shaping up well. I mean, I just want to beat this fast in case there is a King Grand Prix. Because if there is a King Grand Prix, I want to beat it now, you know? So this one you just gotta remember there is a shit ton of mines, and there's not much you can do about it. The only place that you kinda have some control over is here. You can just stay on the side and you're not gonna hit any mine. But aside from that, you're pretty much a passenger. It's just hard to react to the mines. Well, calling being a passenger is an exaggeration. Really feels like dodging them is more of a matter of luck than anything else. As you can see, on this track I definitely need to go to the pit lane, no doubt about it. Seems that a lot of these drivers are also low on power, unless that animation is a lie. But they are having like that electricity thing where they are like messed up. That I am very low power already. I think this should be a retry. Just that when you start being low power, unless you're at the very end of the track, it's pretty much an instant loss. Like, there's not much else you can do. Like, your performance is absolute garbage all the way. I feel like that's a very bad mechanic. If you're already about to die, you shouldn't get punished like that. I mean, I'm already about to die, dude. What else do you want? I feel like that's a little bit out of place. I mean, I guess it makes more sense, right? Like, if you're about to get destroyed, you shouldn't be going fast. You want to think of it from a logical perspective. Come on, bro. This is F-Zero. It's not supposed to make sense. Leave that shit for the simulators. Oh, I hit everything there was to hit. Pretty cool. It also went pretty fast because of it, but going fast at the cost of power is not a good trade, or at least not at the cost of that much power. Damn it, fucking asshole, getting in my way. Almost hit the lap car. Nice. Good steering and good overtake as well. I mean, I'm gonna go to the pit lane because even if I'm not close to dying, like in one lap you can get absolutely destroyed. So I think that you can never have enough power here. You just cannot. Alright, good. Okay, And I'm still gonna recover here. Even if I'm close to the to being full power, it doesn't matter. I don't want any risks. Because yeah, they can start pushing you around like that. And even if you dodge the mines, you are not gonna dodge how everyone is ganging up on you, you know. I messed that up. So, see, the problem, another thing that I don't like about this game is the way you activate boost. I activated boost there a lot earlier than that, and the game just doesn't recognize the double bumper input. I mean, I understand that it's the Game Boy Advance, you don't have many buttons, but considering that the brake button is so absolutely worthless here, why don't you at least make the boost being the brake button? I mean, the previous game didn't have a brake button. This one doesn't really have any reason to have it. Because braking is completely a waste of time. So yeah, you should have put the booster button instead of this double bumper shit. Or at least if you're gonna make the double bumper, don't make it that picky. Like if you detect that both buttons are pressed at the same time, whether I actually press them down at the same time, it doesn't matter. If you detect that both buttons are pressed, you should, you know, count as me doing a boost. But you are not. Because you're a picky bitch. Especially because a lot of times boost can be also used as a desperate measure. If you use boost as a desperate measure, you're not gonna be calm enough to slowly press both buttons down at the same time. You're gonna be spamming like a gorilla. But you cannot help that because it's a panic situation, an emergency situation. You know? Well, at least this one seems to be going better, but that was also the case on the previous one, so starting to have my doubts. At least I will take that second place. Could have been better, but at least I have 2 attempts for the final race, and I don't think the final race should be that hard to do. Right? It shouldn't be. I mean, I didn't get it last time, but I guess it's because it took me by surprise. This is not an extremely hard track. It's not even hard. Though, I remember what was the problem actually. It was one corner at the end. That corner at the end is the one that made me lose a lot of time. This one. But this car steers better than the previous one, so I shouldn't be having that issue anymore. At least that's what I wanna believe. Regardless, I still have 2 extra attempts that I can use to try this race. So it's still a hard corner no matter what. Seems that this one is dealing with it better. Another problem is that it's also pretty easy to get hit by anything. That was pretty fast. Oh, that's bad. Damn it. That wasn't good. I need to go to the pit lane. The pit lane... get out of the way, fucking shithead. The pit lane is way too slow and it also doesn't seem to recover as much as you would like. At least I have 2 more boosts. I don't know how to feel about this one. The boost in it. I wish you could see my inputs to see how many times I'm slamming the 2 bumpers and this shit doesn't recognize the boost. I wish you could see them. I actually got low on power. The problem is that I have 2 more attempts, but that didn't look good. I don't like the way that went. I'm a little bit afraid. That was a bad start, damn it. Well, the start is not really that important. As you can see, these guys, regardless of how fast you start, they rubber band the shit out of you, so not particularly important. I think for that corner I should have to start steering a lot more from the left. You need a more open racing line than just going through the inner side. Going through the inner side has absolutely no advantage. The problem is that I forget that it's coming. Like, it takes me by surprise every single time. Nice, very good. I have a feeling that on this track I should not use the booster. Because everything that happened there happened because of the booster and nothing else. I mean, now I have no choice because otherwise I will get disqualified. This isn't going very well. Damn it, only 1 attempt left. I'm starting to have my doubts. I'm starting to seriously have my doubts here. I'm scared. I'm very scared. I guess don't use boosters. That's the end of that. Just keep a stable position and that's it. Don't use boosters when they are not necessary. Also, I need to remember that corner. The one moment I remember that corner is where part of my problems with this track are gonna disappear. I need to remember that corner, dude. And the problem with the boost is also the fact that the boost in this car takes so long to go out, that by the time it goes out, you're already in a hard section again. But I guess the solution here is to not use the booster. It's probably for the best. At least I'm remembering the corner, but it's still a very hard corner no matter what. Also don't know how much I can get away with staying in third place without using the boost. Of course, the lap car had to be there. Wouldn't be any other side. But yeah, I'm a little bit afraid here. The fourth place is extremely close. That was fun. Nice. Team right at the end. What a photo finish. Holy shit. Nice. Team right at the end. This reminds me of that time that I played Mario Kart Super Circuit and I qualified like by basically having the exact same time as the guy that I overtook right at the end. Team. That was crazy. So I'm assuming that this might unlock a king circuit or Grand Prix, whatever you want to call it. Because it will be weird if it should end it in Queen. I like how it says Queen, the end, since you don't have too many pixels. It looks like an H. It looks like it says Que. Or Kui. She thanks. I don't know if it's over yet. Like there has to be a King Grand Prix. Just I don't know if it gets unlocked like this. It will be fucked up if you needed to beat all the Grand Prix in Master Mode. That will be messed up. But I don't discard that being the case, or something annoying like that. Did I unlock any other car, by the way? Oh, I did. The Silver Thunder. I mean... and it even has more... It has very small boost time, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I could try using it, but yeah, there is no king here. I kinda wanna try... Wait. There has to be a king series. I want to see what the condition is. I mean, if it's master difficulty, I'm obviously not gonna bother, but there has to be a way. Unlockables. Because I just cannot imagine, like, not having king. Then there are a lot of... Wait, there is no king? Really? There is no king cup? Huh. Well, that's weird. You have the master difficulty though, but I basically have the master difficulty for all of them, but there is also some other cars that you can unlock. But the problem is that here it says that there is a car that you unlock by beating all the cups in expert difficulty, which is bullshit because it's not here. And I did beat all the cards. Maybe you need the master class instead. Alright, there is a lot of interesting stuff, but... Okay, what I want to first try is the master mode with this thing in the first thing. Wait, first let me see. It counted every single expert. Yeah, well, in that case I'm assuming that the guide is wrong because it says that you need to beat everything in expert and it didn't unlock what it said that it unlocked, which is supposed to be the Blue Falcon, as I said earlier. But yeah, let me try Master and see how it goes. Wow. I don't know how this thing starts. Seems like it has a very bad acceleration though. I don't know about the steering. Doesn't seem particularly bad, but yeah, there is also another car that apparently gets unlocked by playing in like beating Master difficulty with every car in every cup. That seems like something that you don't want to do. Like, that really seems like a problem. Something that I wouldn't be willing to do. And I think that championship mode, there is no way I can beat it. Like the one that you race against, like the champion ghost. Because I'm pretty sure the first one, which is in this track, is a time of 1:57. 1 minute 57 seconds. There is no way I can do that. Like already here I cannot do that. You know? I need to pull the turbo here. I'm not sure if this is the best choice. Like maybe the Stingray, at least for the first cup, it's the best option to beat the Master difficulty. So the Master difficulty so far doesn't really seem that hard at all. Oh fuck. It's fine though. Well, I mean, I got third place, but like it's very, very promising. At least, you know, the good part is that I didn't miss any. Any tracks. You know. Well, at least according to the guide, it ends in Queen. Why does it end in Queen? I don't know. Like that part doesn't make sense. Why will you end it in Queen instead of King? Well, another thing that is also a little bit weird is that you have Pawn. Wait, it was Pawn, Knight, and Bishop, right? The name of the cups. What about the Rook? You skip the Rook, mister. I mean, if you're gonna include the Pawn, the Knight, and the Bishop, you could at least include the Rook. Why wouldn't you? Why are you leaving the poor Rook behind? I wonder. For what purpose? So I think that the Stingray might be better than this thing. I mean, I don't think this one is too bad, but I felt more comfortable with the Stingray. Mostly because of also the steering. Noobs don't use Rooks. Well, that is true. I guess it's pretty hard for a noob to use a Rook. Wait a sec. Is this thing already compromised? I saw some electricity. No, it seems that it's fine. But I guess that if you're a new chess player, you don't really make too much use of the Rooks. I mean, considering that they are hard to use. They are like usually endgame stuff, and you're probably gonna get fucked before that. So yeah. I guess it is like that. Yeah, but this thing doesn't seem like it's working out. So let me pick the Stingray and see how I do with that. And after this I want to check the tournament, well, the championship thingy. So I don't think that one is gonna it's gonna go very well. I really wonder in terms of difficulty how the following F-Zero games are gonna be. The next one in the list is the one for the GameCube. I think the name is F-Zero Shields. That one will be interesting to see. I mean, it's interesting because it's a GameCube game. Any GameCube game is interesting to see by default simply for being a GameCube game, you know. It's as simple as that. GameCube games are just very cool. Yeah, well, there is the one for arcades, but I'm not gonna play that one. I mean, it seems like it's almost the exact same game, but for arcades. So not only is gonna be a pain in the ass to emulate, but also it's gonna be for nothing, because it doesn't seem to have that much of a difference. You know? But yeah, I mean, I don't even know, like, I'm sure that it's a pain to emulate, but I don't even know how to emulate it. I don't even know what arcade cabinet it uses. I think that is one of those things that you can just show to Mame and just have it work, you know. It might be a little bit too modern for the Mame emulator. I know that saying Mame emulator is redundant because the E already stands for emulator. Works without that many issues. No, but I'm talking about this specific game. I don't think it will make it work. Maybe it's on Fightcade. It could be. But then again, as I said, I don't think it's worth to play. I mean, it's kind of like, you know that there is a... Well, when it comes to fighting games, for example, you know KOF 11. KOF 11 is a game that, obviously, like most fighting games of that time, it has an arcade version. But then it also has a PlayStation 2 port. The PlayStation 2 port is basically better in every way, because it has the same things that the arcade version has and more. It has more characters, have missions, have a lot of options to tweak the way the game looks. So it's one of those things, like, I mean, I don't know how the GameCube game is, and I also don't know how the arcade game is. But for what little I've seen, it looks like it's the same game, just that, you know, the console version is most likely more complete. In that regard, I don't see any reason to play the arcade one. There were some other times, though, a lot earlier, like in the 90s. Well, I think more than the 90s, I would say the 80s. where there were a lot of games that had the arcade version and then it had a console port, but usually the console ports suck ass compared to the arcade version. Probably one of the best examples is Pac-Man. Like in the... Oh, I thought that was the final lap. I nearly stopped accelerating. That I figure out right on time. I don't know if I can win this one. Third place seems to be... I mean, I'm gonna use the boost here. Probably not a good idea, but... It actually was a good idea. Nice. A Toho arcade version. The example you gave... What? Of a good console port or a bad console port? Which one? Which one you wanted? The bad one or the good one? The good one? KOF 11. The King of Fighters 11 is the full name. It's a game that has a PlayStation 2 port, and the PlayStation 2 port is better in every way, essentially. I mean, at least if you're a more casual player, like, I don't know, like, you know, those people that play competitively, I have no clue if there are things in the console version that are shank compared to the arcade, but I doubt it, because in that era, like, console ports were actually good. The only reason why I say that it might not be the case is because I think I remember there being a Third Strike port for I don't know what console. I don't know if it was the Dreamcast or what was it. And by Third Strike I obviously mean Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And that game apparently had like a very different console port in terms of like very specific competitive things that only people that play the game competitively care about. And because of that, it was never preferred over the arcade version. But I don't know how true that is. Well, yeah, the Shosho Heritage to the Future or whatever the fuck it's called. That game, I don't think it received a console port, right? Like, that game is stuck in the arcades, if I'm not mistaken. Which is a little bit of a crime, especially because it's a very good game, but at the same time, lately, you know that there is that All Stars game that is also a shosho fighting game. And even if it's not as good of a fighting game, obviously it's the current product, so whoever holds the shosho rights, they wouldn't want to compete with themselves. Came a first place. PS1 and Dreamcast? Wait, you mean Shosho has a PS1 and Dreamcast version? Really? I didn't know that. I thought that game was arcade exclusive. Alright. Well, my bad then. I thought it was arcade exclusive. Shosho is that old? Dude, Shosho is one of the first shonen mangas. Well, no, that's a lie. It's not one of the first. It's one of the first to follow like the archetype of... Well, actually, I probably shouldn't say that. Shosho doesn't really follow anything. Like, calling it like it follows archetypes is a little bit misleading because it really doesn't follow too many archetypes. But yeah, I mean, to give you an idea, Shosho is older than Dragon Ball. It's almost around the same... Well, in fact, the first part of Shosho, Phantom Blood, is pretty much supposed to be a copycat of Fist of the North Star, Hokuto no Ken, whatever you wanna call it. Because pretty much Shonatan Showstar, which is the protagonist, is essentially a Kenshiro ripoff. The difference is that instead of fighting some very muscular dudes in a post-apocalyptic environment, he fights vampires. But yeah, both Hokuto no Ken and Shosho are very old. And yeah, Hokuto no Ken is pretty much the first shonen to use a lot of the tropes that are used now in shonen. I mean, it's basically something that Dragon Ball also took a lot from. And Shosho, as I say, also got inspired by it in some shape, you know. Am I gonna end up winning this one too? I don't want to pop off too early, but it definitely is looking that way. Damn, alright. The master difficulty doesn't seem that hard. Can't believe how easy it is to get an anime when you just rip off someone else. I mean, I don't think calling it a rip-off, well, I call it a rip-off, that is true. But I think that what's more of a rip-off is the character itself rather than the whole thing. Because when it comes to the lore, well, as I say, Hokuto no Ken is a post-apocalyptic series that focuses on the protagonist killing thugs, you know, while Shosho Phantom Blood focuses on, as I say, vampire hunting. They are very different things, but yeah, Shonatan as a protagonist has a lot of similarities to Kenshiro. Not that many though. I mean, Kenshiro, after all, is supposed to be the super serious, no mercy type. Shonatan is showing mercy multiple times. Not to mention that he's a very kind guy. So in that regard they are different, but it's pretty much the way Shonatan looks that is extremely similar to Kenshiro. I mean at the same time Kenshiro is extremely similar to Mad Max. I mean, Fist of the North Star is pretty much a Mad Max ripoff. Damn, I got 8th place. Seems that this race is a little bit too hard, isn't it? Damn. I don't know why though. Doesn't seem like... Well, as there are some corners that are very sharp, that's true, but... Damn. Do I get fucked this badly? That's hard to believe. I guess it happens. Okay, that's the corner that is the important. You can get that corner, you save yourself a lot of trouble. There are still very sharp corners here. Those are a problem as much as anything else. This one is basically a matter of, yeah. not doing that. Need to hit the corner more gracefully. I also need to recharge a little bit here. And you actually recharge a lot in this track. That's nice. Problem is that the other laps I've been able to keep up the speed, ironically, because cars behind me were crashing against me. And that essentially allowed me to move very well. Because I didn't need to accelerate, they basically made me accelerate automatically. Alright. This is where the problem starts happening. Everyone is overtaking. I mean, I will use the boost, but something tells me that the boost is not the greatest idea, but at the same time, no, I might need it. What I also need is these assholes moving out of the way. Will be pretty nice too. Well, so far I'm second place. It will be a lot worse. But yeah, that corner is a problem no matter what you do. That corner is just a pain in the ass. No matter what you do. And that corner was fantastic, but I lost some time. Then it doesn't matter, first place. Nice. Very good. Alright. Damn. I beat something in master difficulty. I mean, it's very clear that this game is easier than the previous two, so beating something in master difficulty is not particularly hard to do. Though I'm still surprised about the guide saying that you unlock something by doing something that I already did, but you know, that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, I think this guide has it wrong. It says that to unlock the Silver Thunder you need to beat something in master difficulty, which I didn't do and I unlock it, so I'm assuming the Falcon is the one that has that it is the one that has that condition. Well, he got the mid set up. Well, maybe, I don't know if that's the case. You get the mid set up guy that made the guide? Did you? Oh, the credits! I don't believe it, we actually beat the game. Damn. It's very interesting how this game, it's basically like the first one, that you need to beat one Grand Prix in a specific difficulty, but the previous, well, not the previous one, I mean the first one on Super Nintendo, it requires you to do it on Expert. This one rises the stakes and does it on Master mode, but then that was very good. I love this game. This game is very well done because it gives you that sense of speed, thanks to the fact that turning is so easy thanks to the accelerator lifting. It does such a good show, and yeah, it's just like, keep in mind that this is a Game Boy Advance game. So for them to make such a high quality game here, it's very, very good. Like, if I own a Game Boy Advance game, console, not a game, a Game Boy Advance console, and I had this game when I was a kid, this will be, like, I will be glued to this game. It's a shame that I didn't own one, but if I had owned one, like, this game is just very good. I mean, it has a couple of bullshit things like that, spinning obstacle and stuff like that, but it's alright. It's something that could be worse, you know? It's not that big of a deal. And I mean, it only happens in one track. The other tracks are relatively relatively normal, right? Now, beating every single Grand Prix on Master difficulty unlocks something else. Problem is that that something else, well, which is another car, well, according to the guide, maybe the guide is wrong again, but apparently there is a car that you unlock by beating every Grand Prix in Master difficulty, but I don't know if that's something that I will want to do particularly. I mean, it's... how should I say it? It might be very hard. Oh, also I didn't see if it said... did it say Miyamoto? I didn't read if it said Miyamoto. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Fuck. But hopefully it did say Miyamoto. Miyamoto is here, in the heart. Miyamoto is right there. Nowhere else. Right here. That's where Miyamoto is. But yeah. Aside from that, Mr. Miyamoto, seems that a lot more people work in this game than in the Super Nintendo one. Oh, who is this guy? Alright, I don't know who this guy is. I mean, thanks for telling me, congratulations. I have no idea who this guy is. Alright, well, thanks, random guy. I appreciate it. I mean, it's probably one of like the new drivers of this game. It's just that the game doesn't do any effort to presenting the characters. Just like the Super Nintendo one didn't make any effort. So here is the Falcon MK2. So as you can see, it's supposed to be the Blue Falcon, but new. And you have... well, it's slower. Wait, why will you use this? I mean, it has good acceleration. Well, I'm gonna use it just to test it, but... wait, instead of testing it here, though, because I could pick Master difficulty, but I'm gonna get fucked. So instead of that, let me try the championship thing. It's just that I'm probably gonna get fucked here too, but since it's yeah, like, this thing. 1 minute 57 seconds. Like, if this is the first track... oh, but it's not the first track. Is it? I can't tell if it's the first track or not. Alright. It's using Hot Violet, which is the very first... the very first car you use. Damn. Definitely going fast. Oh, maybe the guy that was in the congratulations screen was the driver of the Stingray. It might have been like that. I mean, it will make sense since that's usually what you get. You get the driver of your machine to be at the end of a Grand Prix. It's just that in this ones, unless you beat it in Master difficulty, the game just doesn't care. Like, the game just sends you back to the main screen unless you beat in Master difficulty. And even beating in Master difficulty, I don't know if that's something exclusive to the first time or not. Because it might be something that is exclusive to your first victory and that's it. It will be a little bit sad, but you never know. This one doesn't seem very hard to beat, but at the same time, it feels like it will require some try-harding that I don't really feel like doing. Well, not to mention that I I don't have too much time remaining anyways, but I wonder how many... What I do want to see is how many ghosts are there. Well, it just shows one. It's like you have to beat multiple in a row or something. Wait, now I'm curious. Fuck. I'm gonna end up try-harding this. No, I doubt it though. But I'm curious to see what happens. Because it will be lame if there was only one ghost. I will imagine there is more. Especially because this is only one track. Why will you only do this in one track instead of multiple ones, right? Okay, maybe this thing is not the best for this track though. Yeah, this thing is not... Well, the Blue Falcon is actually a lot better than it looks like. Well, I didn't mean to retry. But what this thing loads, I'm gonna check if the guide said something about championship mode. It's a hidden option that lets you race a time attack challenge against a ghost car on a special Xenobus track. The mode also offers the ability to see a replay of the winning rooms. But why would you want to do that? Like, it's only this race. Like now, if it's only one, it actually makes me want to try harder. God damn it. If it's only this, like, I need to try harder. I just can't leave it without try harding. Yeah, it seems that it's only this. Unless you unlock faster cars later. Well, cars. Faster ghosts later. Yeah, the Blue Falcon seemed to do very well against this. The Stingray not so much. That's definitely a shortcut. Just that I think that this Blue Falcon doesn't have a good max speed. Maybe for a track like this one, well, especially against this ghost, max speed might not be the most necessary thing to have. Yeah, that corner is the one that I cannot mess up. It completely screws your acceleration. If you screw your acceleration, you are, well, as expected, screwed. I mean, it's a hard corner no matter what, but it should be easy to not mess it up. I mean, that corner is probably the main reason why cars like the Stingray cannot do much here. To the final lap. I had the boost there, so going through the water didn't do much. Nice. Alright, that should be it. Yep, that is it. Alright. Easy. Very easy. I just needed one attempt to get used to the truck. Alright, so now what do I do? No, I don't wanna retry. Why would I want to retry? So you don't get anything for this? Oh, you race against me. Okay, so I'm assuming the point of this is like to share goals with your friends and see who has the biggest digital dick. So you can also put no. Like... If you want to race against the champion ghost, you could say no and you don't race against it, though I'm assuming the time is still counted. You can also watch your own replay there. Alright, I think that with that, that's gonna be it for me for today. I really, really like this game. This game is fantastic, really. So maybe at some point I will complete the remaining Master Grand Prix, but I don't know. But in any case, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream, most likely with the GameCube F-Zero game. Yeah, this was a very good game. But yeah, with the GameCube F-Zero game that I think it's called F-Zero Shiets. So yeah, have a good one everyone, and take care.